it's a midget again. Today I'm cooking Ukrainian braised pork, so something a little bit different. I don't think I've cooked Ukrainian food before, so this will be an experience. As usual, it's more or less a one pot dish. Alright, I had to get some pork shoulder. I can't remember the pound, £1.50 to £2, something like that. But she only had this great big pork shoulder joint and she wasn't allowed to cut it up. So she gave me an alternative. It's pork steaks. I think they're still from the shoulder though. Alright, we're going to start by heating some sunflower oil, because they like using sunflower oil in Ukraine, but they use a refined one, and I don't know if they use it in cooking or for drizzling or salad dressings, I'm not sure. So I thought I'd do sunflower oil for a change. I put the pan on, gonna fry the meat in batches and put them in there. It's quite a lot of meat. I'm wondering if that pan's going to be big enough. There's quite a lot there. 2 people. Ridiculous. I said no, just one will do. But my partner said no, get 2. Yeah, we don't eat a lot of pork. Well, mainly chicken. It's always chicken. Sometimes beef, but not very often. Or beef mince. More likely to be beef mince. Just wait a little bit. Can't get me and the pans in the picture. Stupid, isn't it? Not really sure where to put. I tried 3 places. There's Velcro everywhere in my kitchen. I don't want it to be right above the cooking. 1, I don't want it to go fall into the cooking. And 2, I don't want to get it steamed up. So, yeah, it's ridiculous. Right. Cook it in batches. I've got my tongs here. I know, I'll show you things you know, sorry. I'll have a sip of my Coca-Cola. It's not brandy, by the way. I wish it was. Alright, I started this early because it takes a long time to cook. Alright. Come on, I think that's hot enough. I forgot to take it out of the microwave, out of the freezer. So I had to defrost it in the microwave. It's not making much of a noise yet. I want a stronger noise than that. Alright. So I'm going to overfill the pan. This seems to take up a lot of time, this does. Oh, no, that's spitting. I'm not looking forward to that. I'll just put a bit of salt in the pan. Someone once said it stops the spitting, but it doesn't. Could have dried it off a little bit, I think. Oh, I'm burning my arms. I'm turning that down a bit now. I'm rushing a bit. My cooking videos always take too long. I'll get it out. The grease has gone everywhere. Everything's greasy. This is my cooking outfit, by the way, so it doesn't matter if I get grease all over it. Alright, the next part is... Oh, I haven't diced the mushrooms. I'm just going to slice them. Right, chopping board. I've got the stalks out. Don't know if you can see me over here. Alright, I'll dice the onions. The mushrooms. I'm going to put them straight in that pan. Save on washing up. In the frying pan where the meat juices are and the oil. There's plenty of oil in there, I don't need to add more. Alright, that's 2. What else? Brown the mushrooms for 5 to 6 minutes. Well, I've still got a few more to cut up. I haven't got a clue what this stew's going to taste like, but I think it's going to be nice. And that curry I made yesterday was really nice. I'm not exaggerating, it was. So simple to make as well. Put the mushrooms in here. I think I've just got one more to do. I know it's a bit tedious watching someone cut vegetables up. Or some people might find it relaxing. But you can't really see what I'm doing. No, I can't bring it over, there's no room. Maybe if I put the light on you can see better. Yeah. With the blind open, it's too bright in here. So it's better just to pull the blind down a bit and put the light on. Alright, that goes in. I can do the washing up when I pause it, because it's going to be a long pause for me, but a short pause for you. A nanosecond. It's only going to be like a nanosecond for you. Alright. Oh my lord, look how much oil's there. So, but I've got to get rid of some of that. That's a fire hazard. Oh God. You know me, I hate oily stuff, grease. Oh, it's disgusting. That's why I don't wear a lot of face creams and moisturisers and things like that. I just don't like the feel of oil on me. You know, like sun cream or sunscreen or whatever you want to call it. Oh God, it's all over the oven. Yeah, it's so difficult to get rid of grease, isn't it? Oh, what's that? That could melt. That's plastic, I think. Oh, that'll do for now. Alright, on a gentle heat this time. This goes on a ferocious heat. 5 to 6 minutes. I'll just be pedantic, I think that's the right word, and put the timer on 5 minutes. It's not doing anything at the moment, and that needs a bit more salt. I don't think I've put enough salt on it to start with. Yeah, I'm learning to use salt more now. Come on. Five minutes. 4 minutes 50. That's it. It really soaks up a lot of oil. If you cook it quite quickly, the oil the water starts to come out of it. Out the mushrooms. What else am I going to add to that in a minute? Oh, the carrot and onion. I'm going to be using frozen onions yet again. Grated carrots. I used 2 big carrots. That half made my arms ache. That did. Well, quite small cubes, so I don't want to get them too brown. Too dark. I don't like really dark mushrooms. I think I'll have the carrot now. I'll do things my way. Well, I don't think I've done this before. Put grated carrot in a stew. Maybe this is a Ukrainian sort of thing. Right. And I'll get the onions as well. That's enough, I think. Yeah, I think so. Well, I've got some ground onion powder, so if it's not oniony enough, I can always add that. You don't want onions to dominate everything, do you? Alright. Put that back in the freezer. Don't know how much I'm going to add. I said 90 mils. That's like, no, yeah, 90, 0.9 of a litre. I think they mean 90 millilitres. It's about a pint. No, it's more than a pint. It's about a pint and a quarter, something like that. Anyway, I'm going to add 90 millilitres. I don't want to fill it right to the top, I'll just drop it everywhere. Alright, how long do I cook this mixture for? It smells really nice. Really nice. Yeah, I like the smell, it's lovely. Yeah, it's really nice. Don't want to stir it too much though. 3 to 4 minutes. Add the minced garlic. Oh, alright, quickly, I better turn this off. No, I'll tell you what I've added in here. 2 cloves, I made a mush of it. Just turn this off for now. It's cooked. Well, it's ready. 2 cloves of garlic frozen that defrosted. I added dill, which wasn't in the recipe. They said use fresh dill like at the end, but I used dried dill in the mixture. Oh, wait a minute, I've got to pause this. Oh, good. Sorry about that. Yeah, it gets on my nerves checking up on me. Alright. 2 cloves of garlic or 2 frozen rectangles of garlic. Make sure they defrost. I want to take this off the heat. About half a teaspoon of, flat teaspoon of dried dill. About half a teaspoon of cumin. Half a teaspoon of coriander seed powder or coriander powder. And I think I used hot paprika, about a teaspoon. I'll just have a look at the ingredients. Coriander, yeah. Not the green leaf, the powder, the pale yellow powder. Cumin, half teaspoon. Paprika and black pepper. I used the amount of paprika that I wanted. I used more than half a teaspoon. I thought that was a bit main. Alright, so I'm going to add this slurry into it. Smells nice. Nice and aromatic. Oh, what a mess. Got a lot of washing up to do later. Hate washing up. Where's my drink? I could do with a drink. Something a bit stronger than Coke. Alright. I'll cook for another minute. Just cook for another minute. £40 is nothing, is it? Ridiculous. I thought it would be a bit more generous. Don't worry, I'm just talking to myself. Right, I'm turning that off again. And turn it off there as well. It mentioned adding flour, but I'm not going to bother. Not going to bother. Alright, so I add that mixture to this and mate. Put it back on here, that there. Yeah, I could have done with a bigger pan actually, but never mind. The meat will get smaller. What next? Alright, next I have to add water, ketchup, sour cream, salt and whisk it for a minute. But it only had like 40 mils of sour cream and ketchup, so that's nothing. I'm not going to add it to that pan, it will just be ridiculous. So I need ketchup, sour cream. I'm probably going to add a little bit more than it says in the recipe. Because 40 mils is nothing really. Alright, get a little bowl. Oh, where have they gone? My little tiny bowls. Oh no. It's ridiculous. I can see them. Just gonna pour it, sour cream, if it's runny. No, it's not really runny. I'll just get like a little bit. It's quite liquidy, so it's difficult to work out how many mils that is. I'd say about that amount. No, it's not a lot. You can measure it out if you want. That's like 3 teaspoons on. Yeah, about 3 teaspoons. Ketchup. I'm just going to add a few squirts of that. Doesn't really matter. Oh, I don't want the water in it, so shake it. Sorry about the coffee. Let's have a look. A bit more. There. Loads, but I don't care. I'm the one that's going to be eating it. So it doesn't really matter. I'm not measuring ketchup out, I'm sorry. Alright, I'm just going to mix this up. Why use a whisk for that? Nonsense. Nice colour, isn't it? Well, I don't know. Is it a nice colour? It's a nice pale orangey pink. A bit like pig actually, pig colour. Alright. Yeah. Alright, and I'm going to add it to this. And then I'm going to put the water in. Get most of it out. Well, try and get all of it out. Be thorough. Actually, it's not that easy to make. Once you've got all the ingredients prepped, it doesn't take long. The cooking does take about an hour and a half. I might be fussy and do it longer. I don't know yet. Alright, that just goes in the sink. There's some water in it. Add the water. This like set. No, this will be fine. For that amount of pork, it'll be fine. Might even need more water. Yeah, I can see why she said whisked. That sour cream and ketchup's gone a bit lumpy. But don't despair, it will disappear. And this is right full up, this pan. I'll show it to you in a minute. It doesn't look appetising yet. Let's just see if anything else goes into it. Bring to the boil. Then reduce the heat to low and simmer pork for 1.5 hours until the pork is tender and soft. remove the pulp from the heat and sprinkle in 2 tablespoons of parsley. I can't add dill because I won't get any. I've only got the dried stuff. So we'll be putting some parsley on it when it's finished. And I'll put it in a bowl like yesterday so it looks better. Right, my phone's playing up a bit better now. But the other picture I took, of the curry was with the e-meat. I don't know why there's all grease at the back here. I'll get through this kitchen roll like there's no tomorrow. That's where most of my money goes on. No, actually, the man of the house buys it. Thank goodness, because it's not expensive. I only get plenty. That's the only brand I will buy. So I'm going to let you look now at what it looks like at the moment before it's cooked. So I'll turn this down. There. You can see speckles are doing it, can you? It's not a very good camera, is it? No, it's crap. Alright. Putting it a bit back on the heat to keep an eye that it doesn't out the, you know, not explode, but you know what I mean. I'll put it on anyway. I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm too tired. Alright, I've got it on number 8, and then when it's boiling, or when it's starting to boil, that's what I mean, I'll turn it off, turn it down to hardly anything, put the lid on it, and then I will pause the video. I could actually do that now. Yeah, so it'll be a shorter video because already it's 33 minutes, it's too long. The rest of the video is going to be short. Right, so I'm going to pause it for now. Oh, webcam's on. Hello. It's finished more or less. I mean, I'm probably going to reduce it down a little bit more. I'll show you what it looks like. Well, you can see it in the pan. There. Once it starts bubbling, you can see it better. There's large pieces of pork in it. They are, yeah, they are tender. I can put the spoon through it, so they're well cooked. Everything's amalgamated. It looks brown on your screen, probably. And on mine, well, the real thing here looks orangey brown. Not as appetising as I would like. It smells alright. I'm not going to do a taste test, but I will do one, obviously. When I've eaten my dinner, I'll go back and tell you in the description box what it tasted like, and I'll be honest. I've got a bit of blocked nose as well, so it just smells like pork, really. What else? Spices. I think it's a bit oily, on the oily side. So what I'm going to do now is going to take a picture of it. I'm going to put it in a bowl. And I could try it and use my phone that was playing up yesterday. Yeah, pity there's no bits of chunks of vegetables in it. The carrots are still little strips and the mushrooms are tiny. Oh, it looks nice. It'll be alright with a bit of parsley on it as well. Well, very nice. And I used curly parsley for a change. Alright, what am I doing next? Putting that down, putting that back here, putting that here. Alright, I'm going to sprinkle some parsley on it. This is going to make it look much better. Oh, that's a bit stuck together, that bit. We don't want large. This is quite ticklish, so you can use flat leaf parsley. It's more common these days anyway, isn't it? There. That's it. And I'll show you here. Doesn't look a lot better. I'm going to take a picture now with my webcam, with my mobile, and whichever picture is the best, I'll put it as the thumbnail. So I'll let you know on what's happened. I better put this up a bit. Yeah. Still have to crouch down. Oh, to get a chair in here, really. Not much room in here. I'll let you know what it tasted like anyway. I'm not too excited, I was just intrigued. But I'll let you know what it tasted like, so don't worry. And that was called Ukrainian braised pork. And we're going to have it with mashed potatoes. Alright then, turning this off now, and I'll hope you, I hope you enjoy the meal if you decide to cook it. Alright, see you soon. Bye.